What is up, YouTube? Caliber here to do another Epic 7 video. So the patch notes were super late. I'm exhausted, but we're gonna get these notes out here, guys. All right. So update for 8/21 Wednesday content part 2, guys. Hello, Heirs. This is GM Dominal. Vivian, the City Lord, Witch Haven, and Furious, the City Lord of Aachen, have appeared. Play through the episode 2, chapter 3, Mining City of Aachen, and fight the battles of Vivian's side story, an uphill battle. A hero exclusive equipment system and Halls of the Trial preseason where players can obtain such equipment has opened up. So if you don't know about the Halls of the Trials, I'll have that attached to this back of the video. I did the recording yesterday where players can obtain such equipment that has opened. Additionally, we have various qualities of life updates. See below. A new hero's been added here. A new hero's been added, Vivian. Vivian's the City Lord of Witch Haven, an Earth Elemental Mage who's capable of not only providing buffs for her allies, but also boasting powerful AoE attacks, guys. She's looking a little odd still. Looking a little odd. What do we got here? Yeah. Right down here. Wow, they broke this down a little bit different. Yeah, okay. So Vivian's the Earth Elemental Mage capable not only providing buffs to her allies, also boosting powerful AoE attacks. With mana amplification, she can increase the attack and immunity of all allies. Very nice. Assisting them both offensively and defensively. Interesting. Taking advantage of Vivian's high speed to use skills at the beginning of the battle will grant great stability to your team. Thunder God's Cry inflicts damage to all enemies, can be activated up to 3 times with an extra attack to eliminate it. You can further increase damage dealt through soul burn. Alright, so it looks like here Vivian Drain, after it's awakened, smashes the enemy with a rock, increasing caster's combat readiness by 10%. A critical hit will increase the caster's combat readiness by additional 10%. Looks like you can unlock that to a 15%. Souls acquired 1 from that. It looks like Thunder God's Cry as a 2-turn cooldown, 2 souls acquired. Attacks all enemies with a thunderstorm, activating Thunder God's Cry when enemy is defeated. Each subsequent Thunder God's Cry activated this way deals increased damage. It can be activated up to 3 times. And it looks like the last ability, Magic Overcharge, fully amplifies mana, granting immunity to all allies for 3 turns during 3 turns before granting increase attack greater to the caster for 3 turns, while increasing attack of all allies except for the caster for 3 turns. What? Say what? So she's an attack buffer for 3 turns and immunity to all allies. Wow, very nice, very nice. She's going to be pretty insane. A Mage exclusive artifact, Dingus Orb, triggers the barrier when a non-attack skill is used. Grants a barrier equivalent to 60% of the attack for 2 turns when the caster is using a non-attack skill. Okay, grants a barrier equivalent to 120% of attack for 2 turns when the caster uses a non-attack skill. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. Very, very interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting indeed. I can see maybe some PvP purposes for that. Wow. Vivian, Dignus Orb drop rate is up. With this powerful drop-up event, players can meet Vivian, the Earth Elemental Mage, who is capable of not only providing buffs to her allies, but also boosting powerful AoE attacks. Players also have a high chance of attaining a Mage exclusive artifact, Dingus Orb, which triggers a barrier of non-attack skills used. That's a very interesting artifact indeed. Is that Mage only? It's Mage only. Alright, so side story, the uphill battle, what we got going on. Oh yeah, sorry, I apologize. 2 weeks from now, on 9/4, hopping ahead here, 9/4 we'll be able to, that's when the banner ends. So it's our standard 2-week banner, guys. It also looks like, are they doing limited banner on this? Drop rate information here. Through maintenance, it doesn't look like it's limited. I could be wrong here. Dingus Orb will have higher drop rates. With her impressive magic ability, Vivian won the title of City Lord, but it seems her only fellow sorcerers are unwilling to accept someone such as humble beginnings. With the face of rising disdain and mystery, Vivian's battle begins. So we got the side story going on. After account rank 9, we hop into the side story. Those that were missing out on the side story, they are back. They are back. So it looks like the difficulty stages, number 4 and number 10, Sorrowful Path and Resolution Garden consist of easy, normal, hard, and hell difficulties. You can only choose one of these, of course, so you go in there and you can farm these up. Event currency earned, so for energy of 8, you get 9 event currency. For an energy of 12, you get 15. For an energy of 20, you get 30, which is double, more than double, more than triple. Yeah, more than triple than what you pay for energy on easy. And in hell mode, you get the most, of course. We have the lock stages. 5 Overshot of Borderlands. Players will need to complete the Reputation, find the Source 1 to obtain 250 monster reports. Go in here, Reputation, do your 250 acquired monster reports. Unlock it. Enhanced heroes on here. It looks like we're gaining Vivian for attack, health, and defense increase. 3 stages of the mission. The following stages, players will attain Sky Stones when they complete the stage missions in the following. The initial clear, 5 Sky Stones, 5 Sky Stones, 5 Sky Stones. Interesting in these 4 areas here. 1, 4, 7. So you get all together, what is that, 15, 30, 60 Sky Stones from that. Interesting. Monster reports. You can turn those in for Mercenary Medicine, Cold Look, Archer Vision, Molagora Seed, Giga Phantasm, Epic Life Runes, Epic Greater Life Runes, Covenant Bookmarks, Blade Dash Penguin, Greater Artifact, and Lesser Artifact Charms are typical exchange shop. And it looks like here we're getting a possibility of 5 leaves here, up to 80k in gold, a rare catalyst chest. Looks like 85 Sky Stones. It looks like we're getting 6 Transmit Stones and 10 Covenant Bookmarks. Yeah, that looks about right. Quest rewards, looks like we're getting 30k in gold, Stigma times 50, Sky Stones 15, Bookmarks 5, Leafs 1. Looks like we're going to get a couple Penguins, a Giga Phantasm, Epic Catalyst Chest, and a 4-star Artifact. And in region rewards, it looks like 50k gold, Monster Reports 90, and Sky Stones 30. So Episode 2, Chapter 3, Mining City of Aken opens. Looks like, which is famous for forging the best equipment used for abundant resources now available to the heirs. Aken is situated in a region full of precious metals that grew in the city and now famous for forging the best equipment in Sidonia. Players will be able to enter this region once they clear Sidonia 210. Alright. So going down, looks like we got some knights and stuff. These guys are really cool. Nice artwork on them for sure. Looks like we got the AP exchange here, so we have to complete all this stuff for the AP exchange. Please note the image from the QA servers may be different from the live version, so okay. It looks like, alright. Eliminate 10 goblins, gift 3 leather sheaths, clears 3 S6, Dead Man's Pass, acquire 20 Aken army chest pieces and 20 Aken army helmets. And looks like we have the ability to get ourselves a nice little helmet here. It's an attack helmet, level 71. Alright, let's see what that thing's made of. Breath of Orbis, Ancient Shinadrian defense helmet. And it looks like it's a pretty decent helmet. It's missing critical hit damage on there, which is a bummer, but it does come with a lot of attack speed and critical hit chance, which isn't terrible. Definitely not terrible. So story mood, story journal for episode 2 chapter 3 has been added. Players will be able to attain Iron Bloods in the fortress background, a part of chapter 3. Very interesting. All right, guys, looks like we got Mr. Furious here, the hero Furious. He's a 4-star ice ranger, guys. Has some pretty cool abilities. So fires a gun while dashing towards the enemy with a 20% chance to burn for 2 turns. It looks like you can get this all the way up to a 35% chance to burn. Yeah, 35% chance to burn. Not the greatest, but hey, it works. It works. Raises morale with a morale boost. It is on a 4-turn cooldown. Acquires 1 soul. Raises the morale of all allies, granting increased critical hit chance for 2 turns before granting the caster another turn, an extra turn. So technically, if you want to think about it, that is actually a 3-turn cooldown, because you get the extra turn, so that takes one of the cooldowns down. You can skill enhance this for -1, so you can get this. Basically, it's a 2-turn cooldown. You can morale boost every 2 turns. Kind of cool, liking it. I can see a lot of uses for this character. He's definitely going to be an interesting one. Attacks with a fatal shot with an 80% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns, increase damage dealt when soul burned. You can get this all the way up to, looks like, to 100% chance, and get it down to a 3-turn cooldown. Very cool. Defense breaker. I am man, I wish he would have came out sooner. He sounds like a really good 4-star hero, man. Really good 4-star hero. Connections have been added, so you can go into the connection thing. You can get this dude for free for 300 Knolls, 500 Brave Crest, 400 Akin Adventure Points, and 310 Southwest Outskirts of Aachen cleared. Going down and stuff, we now got the Halls of the Trial. Those that don't know, the Halls of the Trial is a new event. You have to clear 6-1 of the North Wind corner of Britannia. Once you clear that, you can go into battle here. It used to be where challenges are. The challenges have been moved to the side story, the things that were in the challenge thing. Some of the challenge things, it looks like they may have disappeared. I am not 100% sure though. So Halls of Trial is a weekly content players can use by using Books of Retribution. It looks like you get 3 Books of Retribution a week. Starting on Monday, you can purchase up to 5 of them, up to 600 Skystones. I'm not sure how I feel about the Skystone bit. That's 600 Skystones to possibly get 5 more pieces, get some extra pieces of equipment, which I am not sure how I feel about that. That's a little, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We got memory. It looks like we can take on Kayron here. Players are able to see the advantages and disadvantages of the boss. Form a team that caused the most damage. So right here, decrease the damage dealt by a mage hero by 50%. Immune from decreased hit chance debuffs. Right here, it shows ranger heroes are granted attack 30%, defense 30%, and health 30%. So possibly could take an all ranger team in there and tank the crap out of this with bloodstones. That might be kind of broken. Currency that was required to enter will be deducted at the end of battle. Players will not be able to use guardians or supports on their team. So you can't take a guardian in there, and it looks like you cannot use soul burn or fill the soul gauge either. So they're taking away our trick cards there. So yeah. If you select practice battle when entering, the no book retribution will be consumed and no rewards will be received. Using the battle, use practice battles to come up with the best possible team. So you can go in here, you can click the check mark here, make sure you're clicking that check mark, and then you can click start for a practice battle. Make sure that's clicked if you're doing the practice battles. I can see a lot of people making the mistake clicking start and going in for a one and done on accident. So make sure you're careful with that, guys. The number of points in rank will increase according to the amount of damage dealt to the boss. The halls of trials consist of 3 battle phases and 2 weakened phases. You obtain additional points when you defeat the boss, guys. So there's the points right there. You're looking to get an SSS rank for the most possible points. The Berserk. Apparently the boss can go Berserk when the Berserk gauge is full. When the boss is at a state of Berserk, their stats will greatly increase and they will become even more powerful, defeating the boss before he goes Berserk. Alright, so it looks like they got a hit point bar here, but their real hit point bar is up here. And this is just like a knockdown like Berserk bar, or I don't know. We'll see what it looks like, I'm sure. Weakened, when the boss is weakened, and its health reaches 0, they become paralyzed and receive increased damage. If the boss's gauge fills up when they are weakened, they will be released from their paralyzed state and become even stronger. Once the boss is out of the weakened state, all effects applied to the boss will be dispelled and their health and combat readiness gauges will restore to 100%. So there we go. There's the weakened state right there. As this gauge fills up, I'm guessing this gauge fills, if I'm not mistaken. He heals back up, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. The battle ends with the allies are defeated or the boss is defeated. Players will obtain currency wisdom gaze according to the result here. There's the wisdom gaze. Rewards according to the grade. So it looks like 3.8 million points. You get SSS for 25 of those things. Goes down to 23, then 21, then 20, 19, 18, and 16. So you just get a little bit extra. So if you're only doing D, you're missing out on what, 18, 27 these a week. I mean that's a little bit. That's a little bit. Meaning you can probably only purchase like one artifact a week, maybe. Yeah. One artifact a week versus buying two. I think that's what it comes down to. Anyways, Wisdom Gaze right here. There it is. That's what it looks like. A pendant capable of reading the memories of its owner, helping them find the items which have that have a deep connection. You go in here to the exchange. Players can obtain exclusive equipment from the Halls of Trial, exchanging Wisdom Gaze. Players can purchase exclusive equipment from Rule, Rose, Destina, Wonder Silk. We plan to add more exclusive equipment periodically. Exclusive equipment stats and the skill effects will randomly be applied when this equipment is purchased. So we got speed 7 here on Marksman Quiver for Wonder Silk. Shock Arrow, dispel 1 buff from the enemy when using Shock Arrow. This effect is applied when inflicting silence. Alright. So we have right here for Chloe, she can get 7% to 14% attack on a crown. Equipment that contains a set of emergency commands and looks like a tiny crown. It looks like we have double magic bolt here for Chloe. So you can either choose her magic bolt to have a 50% chance to grant the caster an extra turn, or you can choose to dispel all buffs from the enemy when using magic bolt on debuffs. All buffs, all buffs. This effect is applied before inflicting magic now. And then you have Hyper Strike here, which is her other ability. Decrease the defense for 2 turns when using Hyper Strike. Very interesting indeed. Turn Chloe into a defense breaker slash beast mode with the magic nail. That definitely gives her an interesting kit. Plus you can get 14% more attack out of her. That's not bad. Rose, a 5 to 10 speed. Mysterious circlet that symbolizes the strength and beauty and the source of Rose's fighting spirit. Looks like she gets Sequential Cutter. Activates all effects regardless of health when using Sequential Cutter. Shield of Light applies the same effect to the caster when using Shield of Light. If I remember correctly, that's a debuff removal, and it's also a bubble. Goddess of Victory. Decrease the skill cooldown of Goddess of Victory by 1 turn. Very interesting. Destina right here. So Destina goes anywhere from 8% to 16% effective resistance, a mysterious concoction of life created by combining laws of light and nature to the love of noble souls. You got Key of Oath, dispel 1 debuff from the ally with the lowest health when using Key of Oath. Regen, increase the target's combat readiness by 20% when using Regen. And Destina's Grace, decrease the skill cooldown Destina's Grace by 1 turn. All of those sound pretty interesting for sure. Wanderer Silk, 5 to 10 speed, a quiver made from mana and dimension of the Wanderer Silk came from known to maximize her concentration. So it looks like we got automatic fire here, which if I'm not mistaken is our S1. Grants the caster an extra attack regardless of whether the enemy is debuffed when using automatic fire. Kind of cool. Shock Arrow dispels 1 buff from the enemy when using Shock Arrow. This effect is applied before inflicting silence. And then you can do another Shock Arrow one here instead. Increase the speed of all allies for 2 turns when using Shock Arrow. This sounds absolutely... these sound pretty interesting indeed. Let's see how these play out, that's for sure. So looks like it's like 40 Wisdom Gaze to get 1. So yeah, so pretty much, even if you're doing top tier, you're going to get up to 75 a week. That's not including what you can dump into this. So altogether, if you can buy five of them a week, 5 times 25 is 125, 200. So yeah, it looks like if you dump your Sky Stones, you can get quite a bit of these. Training ground reputations will be replaced by the Halls of Trials reputation. Previously obtained rewards and achievements will be maintained. These achievements don't go anywhere. I don't know if these are going into a different area. It sounds like they're going away though. But anything like Molagora challenges and stuff like that will go into the previous into side stories. Hero exclusive equipment update. Certain heroes will be able to use exclusive equipment with this update. Exclusive equipment can be obtained in the exchange area in the halls of trial. We got Chloe, Rose, Destina, Wander, Silk. We just talked about those. They have to be 5-star awakened or higher. The applicable hero has a 5-star awakened or higher, has the correct exclusive equipment will be dedicated, dedicated exclusive equipment slot will be available for use. So players can view the equipment of exclusive equipment that is owned. When equipped, the equipment will provide a benefit to a certain skill and stat. That's what it's going to look like right there. Marksman Quiver. Hopefully it has its own inventory. That would be beautiful, beautiful. You can unequip it. It shows it right there. I don't like how it's showing it right there. I'll be honest with this. This is like covering up the beautiful artwork that I like to look at. So like it'd be cool if it was off to the side somewhere where it wasn't covering all this up. You know what I mean? Unequipped event 25k. Alright, so it looks like they're going to be showing the debuff and buff descriptions have been improved to actually show the values now, which is pretty cool. Before it was just a guesswork for some people, and the people that weren't going to Reddit, weren't going into streams and stuff, weren't finding out these numbers. So right here, this is huge. This tells you exactly what Berserk does, what Berserk 2, Berserk 3, Penetrate does. This shows you everything in here, guys. Everything in here. If you guys are interested, I will be posting this to my Discord. Just as a cheat sheet and Discord guide. So if you guys are interested in reading up on this, it'll be posted in there. Bug fixes and other improvements. Violence relationships have been added. Fix a skill description or skills that apply the effect to ally with the least health. There's no functional changes. Rules key an oath and Destina's key to an oath. Tamarine's Serene Tune, Misty Chain's Life Drain, the tooltip akin skill Celestial Kick has been improved. There's no functional changes. Kicks to the enemy increase speed of the caster for 2 turns with 75% chance to decrease defense of the target for 2 turns. Gain 45 fighting spirit and the enemy is defeated. The caster is granted vigor. Chance of decreasing defense becomes 100%, ignoring effective resistance. Damage dealt increased proportional to caster's max health. The text damage dealt increased proportional to caster's defense has been added to Rose's tooltip. There's no function changes. Attack with a sword with a 50% chance to provoke for 1 turn when the caster's health is more than 50%, or increase defense of the caster for 1 turn when the caster's health is less than 50%. Damage dealt increase proportional to caster's defense. The text damage dealt proportional to caster's defense has been added to Fighter's Mia's tooltip. Strike provocation. There's no functional changes. Attack with a blunt weapon with a 50% chance to provoke for 1 turn. Damage don't increase proportional to caster's defense. Issue with soul skill Volcanic Viper did not receive the effect of the artifact Uber's Tooth has been fixed. An issue where the Chaos Inquisitor, when dispelling an enemy buff when counterattacking, did not receive the increased combat readiness has been fixed. Okay. An issue where Seaside Bologna skill I'm with my friend shared damage with the character was not the foremost ally has been fixed. That was a huge instead of her randomly blowing somebody up. An issue with Seaside Balloon's attack you're not cute would not target stealth enemies has been fixed. Ooh, that's a terrible bug. An issue where the Pockets of Lavery would not gain fighting spirit after using Soulburn has been fixed. Text will now appear when certain heroes' passives are activated. Improvements have been made to show the number of stacked effects instead of text. For artifacts, Raynon's, stacked effects, nice. Devil's Brand, Ascending Axe, Hellcutter, Border Coin, Violet's Talisman. Text will display at the start of battle. For Oath Key, when activated, text will be displayed when Sigurd's is activated when a player's health is below 50%. Text will be displayed when Holy Sacrifice is activated. Text will be displayed when Rose Hargana before the start of the turn and at the end of the turn. That'll be nice to know. The skill tooltip of the monster Bloodstime has been improved. There's no function changes. Weighs down the enemy, decreasing the enemy's max health by 5%. Each time the skill is used, the amount in decrease is increased. Battle, an issue where some passive skill artifacts were triggered based on health were not immediately applied in certain situations have been fixed. Heroes, Bloodblade Karen, Sid, Ravi Apocalypse, Ravi Charles, Luna, Violet, Marissa, Gloomy Rain, Captain Ricoris, Sageball, and Sezen. Artifacts, Egg of Delusion, Sword of Morning, Might of Yakash. The Soul Burn effect text when decreasing skill cooldown has been improved. Specifically, the number of turns which skill cooldown has been decreased. There's no function changes. All skill cooldowns decreased by 2 turns. When an issue where the effects of Magic Nail were not being immediately applied when inflicting targets are attacked has been fixed. An issue was fixed where the target's debuff did not decrease the evasion chance of the target. An issue where the next target constantly appeared when the hero of the target debuff was attacked has been fixed. An issue after a passive skill has been activated, a skill text would display incorrectly has been fixed. An issue where the stage would not unlock travel into Britannia's Lavolian area in Ezra has been fixed. Upon clearing Sidonia Jaredon's Borderlands 1S3 Black Spirit Mount, players can now move to the mining city of Akan via portal. Some typos in Episode 2 main story have been fixed. Labyrinth, an issue with the royal capital as a Manaclus when Soul uses a skill Volcanic Viper on Secretary of Vera after its transference caused the silence debuff to be inflicted even when Vera's granted immunity has been fixed. An issue with the royal capital of Asmalacus and Soul uses a skill Volcanic Viper on Juvenile Council after emerging has caused silence debuff to inflict when Juvenile Council is granted and immunity has been fixed. The timer for the Protector of Punishment now displays in the arena. So right there it tells you what the Protector of Punishment now displays in the arena. That's very interesting. Auto Tower, an issue with the Auto Tower where Jealous as a skill Mana Explosion for 1 turn skill tone cooldown reduction applied at the start of battle has been fixed. Alright, guild improvements have been made, so when the player is selecting a team for Guild Wars, the Scroll of Hero list has changed so they're remaining in a fixed location. An issue where the Guild War results do not display the ranking range has been fixed. When the game crashes during the middle of a Guild War battle, the result of the battle will no longer be recorded, regardless of whether the player has won or lost. So basically, oh wow. Is that meaning what I think it means? If it is, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. If you get disconnected, you get to retry it. Ooh, that could be abused. I don't know about that one. That's interesting. An issue where certain situations on defense when moving a hero in the new location slot in the team 1 round would be empty has been fixed. So I'm really hoping on that other thing it still takes your token away regardless if you crash or not. Yeah. Alright, next thing. Summon. An issue where upon touching the Mystic Metal icon while in the Mystic Summon area, player will be moved to an empty store that has been fixed. Other UI here, guys. It looks like date change displays and typos corrected the notation style. The dates have been unified. Ping levels will no longer display when receiving them as a reward. Help icon, question button location has been adjusted. Improvements have been made with the equipment upgrade tutorial where players no longer has to upgrade equipment by using charms. The preview and details button for specially changed has been changed so they specially changed have been changed so they display depending on the situation. The push notification that was sent after 24 hours and not logging has been changed. An issue where moving to another hero page via relationship page, the hero journal, the hero stars will be flicker has been fixed. An issue where the manage equipment section under certain situations secondary filter did not work has been fixed. Issue where after attempting to make an in-game purchase on the Android device, the back button did not work as intended has been fixed. An issue where hero promotion materials were not displaying at the top of the list has been fixed. An issue in cross skill description charge was incorrectly listed. Damage being dealt proportional to caster defense has been changed to show the increased proportional to caster's max health. English, German, French, Spanish, and Portuguese typos overlap from the text in various languages. Alright guys, so I didn't know this before because they didn't mention it. It is mentioned right here. If a player does not receive the featured 5-star hero after 120 summons, then the following summon is 100% guaranteed to get that summon. So just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. It is a 121 pity banner. Also, Moonlight summons cannot be attained from this banner, guys. Right, looks like it is raining free unequipped, guys. I wish these free unequipped went on a little bit longer. I struggled to get these done in time. What will happen to the new city? A celebration of opening a new mining city of Akon, which will feature the free and equip event. See below. Schedule 8/22 Thursday after maintenance, 8/25 Sunday. Details, equipment, accessories, artifacts can be unequipped without spending gold, guys. So until Sunday, 14:59 UTC time, you will be able to do unequips for free, guys, for free. So yeah, GG. With all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead to hit that like button, subscribe button, follow me on Twitch TV, turn on notifications on both actually. Down below, click on my Discord, join the Discord. We have a very active Discord. And yeah, with all that being said, you guys have a good one. I am exhausted, guys. I'm gonna go get myself some sleep. You guys have a good one and catch you later.